Welcome back to the show, everyone. I am so happy and pleased to introduce you.
You listen to the erotic novella. I hope you're not fucking recording that.
Yes, I am. And stay tuned for more craziness with our special guest, Spancore.
Give me a chance, please. I'm desperate.
You have now joined the A Couple Podcast Show. Let me introduce our hosts, Laura and Xavier.
All right, let's get right into it. I got another special episode where I am interviewing another friend, this one icon on the game VR chat. And I tried to make this interview a little bit different than last time. It's still going to be maybe a little not safe for work, which is a very accustomed to this gaming platform. It's more of a very social media platform. Basically, let me tell you a little bit about my guest. He's a YouTuber, aspiring YouTuber, wants to get big out in the world, and I find there's many, we'll call it, similarities between what I'm trying to do with my podcast here for everyone who listens and for what he's trying to do for his crowd. And a good way to kind of have us kind of talk together and share with you guys. And I hope you really enjoy. And without further ado, let's just get started. Right, here we are back in VR chat. We're in like a little podcasting room here. I got my friend Spancore and I got Lucky Fox Zero, and we're gonna just kind of get started here. Let me introduce you to Spancore. He has a YouTube channel, Spancore. On this channel, you see like Spancore Gaming. He has a few games he's played on there. I can name a few that he has done, which is BioShock, Baldi, We Happy Few, and looks like he's been doing this for about a year. Just from what I've seen on the channel.
Well, I've had the YouTube channel for a long time. I've had before Google Plus was integrated into YouTube and fucking ruined everything. But I haven't actually started uploading until about mid-June. And I've just been doing it since about June, actually.
Actually, that's the same time I started my podcast. I think June is when we released our first few episodes. It looks like it was around the same time you were working on BioShock. As I was watching kind of through the playthroughs, and I believe last one I saw was you playing Plantation House of Death.
Yeah, pretty much. And now I'm working on Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu is like a horror-ish genre game. Also, I saw on there, I said Plantation House of Death. I meant to say Left 4 Dead 2, which, you know, I saw that.
It's all good. Me and my friends just want to play Left 4 Dead. I thought, it'll be fun to record this. They'll ramble.
Offer some side entertainment while you're trying to play the game. And that way you don't have to plan it out.
It's like how I do my Dark Souls 3.
Just go straight off the cuff. Don't even think about it.
I just fucking ramble and just play the game.
That's, you know, what I think about it is just, that's normally what I do is not that I'm recording myself normally when I'm playing games. I think that's more what, you know, what the gaming for YouTube does nowadays. I typically just kind of go online and see what happens. Let's go and go into a few questions here. So one question I have for you is very simple. What is one of your favorite cartoons you remember watching back in the day?
Ed and Eddie.
Ed and Eddie was like one of the original OG, Cartoon Network shows from back in the day.
Well, the thing is, Ed and Eddie, it was a cartoon where they didn't go on adventures. They didn't have superheroes.
Yeah.
They were just kids like you were when you were a kid. They didn't fully get into trouble. They were just kids.
The ultimate relatable cartoon
And
for
that's
kids.
all it was.
Yeah. For me, pretty much the same time frame. It's a totally different category though. It's Dexter's Laboratory. He kind of like personifies like a child evil genius. I mean, he's not supposed to be evil, but he just kind of comes off that way with the way he is.
Yeah, I could see where you can see that.
Like, you know, with him and his sister.
The Ditsy Klutz. I was going to say something else.
Well, you know, they're always, you know, going and touch his buttons. And I kind of like relate to that because I don't like people like touching my stuff. It's just it's kind of like
grown-up child.
I'm not a grown-up child. Come on. But I mean, yeah, he kind of, I get what you're saying. He kind of acts like he's a grown-up child.
Dee, don't touch my stuff.
Kind of like a child.
Get out of my laboratory.
The grown-up girl as a teenager, and then like
that's Lucky, by the way.
Act like a fucking
so
child
you know.
every single time he's like in the house and stuff like that.
what I see
Fucking,
from
I watched that too a lot as a kid, and I enjoyed Dexter's Laboratory a lot.
Yeah.
Frankly,
and it was like one of the first shows that was shown on Cartoon Network back then. I think you had like that, Johnny Bravo, trying to think what else was out there. The Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
okay,
Yeah.
well, Cartoon Network was there before then, because it was there in the 80s with all the old Hanna-Barbera, which is all now on Boomerang.
Yeah, it wasn't like its own channel, I think, back then. It was just kind of like a side
Plus
thing.
Pokemon and stuff like that.
Yeah, Pokemon. Luckily, Cartoon Network got Pokemon and didn't, and fucking Disney didn't.
Yeah, if you think about it, Disney didn't really like do really well with cartoons at all.
No.
I mean, there was Phineas and Ferb back in the day. I mean, that was that. I mean,
It was all right. Disney is known more for movies, not cartoons.
Phineas and Ferb was my shit.
True.
Now, everyone I know, they always revel that Recess is the best Disney cartoon, or Teacher's Pet. I never watched Teacher's Pet, and I never cared for Recess.
Same way. I've seen a few episodes of Recess, but back in the day, it was kind of like it felt
I've
like
seen clips, and they're not that good.
It's like a chore trying to like get into the show. Like it struggles to kind of, I don't know, catch you or just kind of grab your attention. It's just kind of bland. And then you go back to like Cartoon Network.
Like, I don't necessarily think it's horrible, but I don't care for it at all. Like, I just don't. There's nothing for me to care of on Recess. It's just like,
The characters
I can
are
see how
forgettable.
people like it because it has the same aspects as Ed and Eddie in some way, but like,
But Ed and
Eddie was great.
No,
And with Ed
actually,
and Eddie as well,
they kind of went on the same market if you think about it. I mean,
like,
Recess.
that was the last cartoon to use traditional animation.
Yep.
Well,
And that's always going to have a place in my heart because I like traditional animation more so than like all this like
That's how I feel.
new animation stuff.
That's how I feel like with like old school anime when I watch that, like some of the old movies from way back when, the art style.
Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet.
What, anime?
Hello.
Oh, wait, 1 second. I haven't really done an introduction for my man Lucky Fox 0 or O. I'm not even going to try to find out where that is. He's Floridian, loves the sunshine. Go ahead and say something, like say hi or something like that.
Hey, this is Depression Boy here. Back at it again.
Not what I was thinking, but it's going to happen. But as far as a depressed person, he's very happy. He's not really that good at being depressed.
I'm from Puerto Rico. And I moved there for about 2 years now, and it feels good.
Yeah, that's the Florida effect. That's the Florida effect.
Yeah. Savian, you're...
What about you, Span?
I'm from the U.S.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
going to clarify on what state.
That's cool.
Texas?
That's cool. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Close, but no cigar.
No cigar.
Well, hold up. I'm getting an invite from Rainbow. Oh, okay, yeah, Rainbow. She was on the show before.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, so I'm not
Rainbow
gonna
is a girl that annoys us so much.
It's because she loves you.
Yes. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can maybe get her to join in for a second. So let me do this.
Comment spams. Talk about chops.
No. Not doing that. We already had that episode. Okay, so this is Xavier while I'm doing the edits for this. So my friend Aunt Rainbow, she did jump in. I decided after reviewing that maybe it's best just not to include that part. We definitely went off the rails on this with our conversation, and it seemed to be a better place for later. So I'm just gonna throw us right back into the conversation where we continued off. Sorry to kind of have the weird intermission here, but let's get back to the flow. That you didn't miss anything, trust me. I'll just put it that way. Okay, back to the show.
Came here.
Because I left, because I had to go empty my bowels. Like, seriously, I probably put a skunk to shame in that bathroom.
You were wait, Davion, I watched a video of two girls, one cup.
I I said not
You
to.
are
Not like it. I was curious. I was like so long trying to avoid it, but the
There's a
curiosity
term
got to me.
that
I so I had to watch
curiosity
it. Like,
killed the
it's
killed the
this cat,
cat.
huh?
Have you heard it? Curiosity kills the cat.
I know. It killed me a long time ago.
The curiosity is gonna shove your
You
finger
keep
up
watching
your
videos
asshole.
like that, yeah. You're not trying to.
Okay. Stop it for another cast. Stop it for another cast. For now, we're gonna focus on what was the
Okay, yeah.
Spancore stand.
Spancore. He had a question. That he wanted to bring for us to talk about, and basically, from what I understand, is that what are you laughing?
Everybody drunk.
Okay, basically, there's this problem when you're around, like, you're playing games. There's a lot of younger kids, and they're kind of playing too, and there's this weird sense of entitlement, I guess, that they have with you, like they're not under the same levels or guidelines to play.
Okay, like fucking like I guess the best example is have you ever played? This is gonna sound so fucking 2008 2012, but like have you ever just played Call of Duty and you see like a kid's like you fucking suck, I fuck your mom and all that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So what you have is like the mom and dads and stuff like that.
Especially Modern Warfare.
And what they'll do is they'll
Yeah, like the kids that did that shit. And that's what I mean. Like kids think they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Okay, I'm just gonna give like a quick explanation here.
I mean,
so like I kind of imagine like back in the day, you're young and you're a kid, and you'll have like you're over someone's friend's house, or you're playing with a kid, and you'll have your back in the day you'd have like you'd be told go easy on him, make sure he wins or stuff like that. So you don't really get to play the full game. You have to play like let's say like a 2-player game, but you're playing it on light because you're in a way you're trying to let them in and play with you. But nowadays everything's online, so it's not quite the same because there's this weird we call it this kind of weird level where when the kid's not next to you, you don't know who the person is. You're just playing the best you can because there's other people who's playing at the next level, and you got this one kid that's just trying to he's crying and whatnot because he's not winning, and it kind of puts a damper on the mood for everybody in the group. I kind of think of like the games that's out there, like what's it? The one you jump from the sky. What is it called? Freaking
Fortnite.
Who the fuck plays Fortnite?
I don't. I just have this model because I like the model.
I hate Fortnite more than anything.
Well, I won't play it. I mean, as simple as that. I'll just keep the meme as the helmet guy. I saw this like model on like VRC mods, and I just started kind of changing it and customizing it because I was going to make this kind of like this Zavion dude, kind of my own.
Badass, man. Be a motorcyclist.
You know what? I'm not doing a motorcycle. I'll be in a freaking smart vehicle wearing a helmet. Just have a helmet always.
You say a smart car?
Yes, a smart car. I mean,
gross. Just gross.
I mean, could you imagine the police officer like pulling me over,
going like 2 miles per hour down the expressway?
What's the usual insult you get in game?
Most unusual insult?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, what is your helmet?
Is that the guy from the Goblin
Halloween store?
Like, he always has the helmet on.
Just like, he's just like in bed having sex with his girlfriend. He's like, honey, take the helmet off. Like, no. It's my compensation.
We're trying to leave sex for last. We're trying to leave sex for last.
I'm sorry. Like, no, this didn't go through the explicits of it. This didn't go to the explicits. Again, I'm sorry.
If we want explicit with helmet, but then again, there's already enough helmet like related explicits that you could probably go with.
I told you.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about that because I regret saying a few things.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get us back to the subject at hand with the kids and the entitlement we were talking about. Like, you're playing the game and how they lack, let's say, decorum. The way they people skills. That's the word I'm looking for. They don't have the people skills in order to kind of play a game with a random group of people at the age that they currently are. So, okay, how about this? You know what I'm talking about. So just give your best impression of what you hear when they're online.
Hold on. Allow me to do this since I've been practicing a little kid voice.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like do what you're gonna do. Like, be you.
All right. I'm going to shoot this guy in the head and bang.
Hey, retard, fucking revive me, you piece of shit.
Okay, hold on. Like, you didn't fucking do this, right, you fucking asshole.
This is like Cartman from South
That's
Park.
a good impression.
Yeah.
This is.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Hold on. If that's
What
Cartman,
you gonna do?
respect my authority.
Actually,
Meh.
I'd be okay if a kid actually going.
Ma'am.
Boy.
This bitch in whole Rabbit's biggest bitch, though. This is all the boys and girls.
Carmen, wait for the surprise, Carmen. Carmen?
This went weird.
Carmen?
It did go weird.
Okay,
really
I
fast.
just remember something really funny that me and my friends do.
Okay.
And I'll mention it to my friends in a little bit. Okay, so me and my friend Captain, as I'm going to call him, we have this running gag.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him do...
America.
No, he goes by Captain Cordell.
Oh.
And
Okay.
pretty much, I'm going to do my best so you can hear this. Hold on, can you... Now, this is going to sound odd, but can you hear this?
No, that broadcasters.
Yeah. Tapping.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it just fine.
Okay, so it's just like... Okay, it's like he's playing on his computer, then it's just here... Kindergarten, please! Open the door!
Okay.
And she's like... And he's just like... There's candy in the backyard. He's like, oh boy, candy! Shit, not again! And the kid just gets strapped in a net.
Ooh.
Boy.
It's like me and him just like go. We just continue that improv one way or another.
I think that
And there's one other thing, but like I'll save that for more. I'll say this: it's the Grinch. And it's the Grinch. It's the Grinch's cousin, and he's purple, but it's not how you think he is.
The Grinch.
Is it Thanos?
No, it's bad. It's like it's worse than talking about traps bad.
What could be worse than Thanos? Hold on. Who could be worse than Thanos?
Worse than Thanos? I mean, Thanos meme.
You want me to tell you?
Yes.
Do you
Yes,
want me
tell
to
me.
tell you?
Yes.
This is
Tell
bad.
me.
This is fucking bad.
Should,
It's like I'm qualifying this is probably worse than the traps, maybe. So you might have to cut this out or not.
I'm still recording. Why not?
Just bleep it
Okay,
out. Just
so
bleep it out.
the
And you're gonna bleep it out.
is the cringy, raunchy ass cousin of the Grinch, who's purple instead of green.
The
But
Grinch.
instead of Christmas, he tries to destroy Hanukkah.
The Grunch. Hold on, the Grunch. Hold on, the Grunch.
No, the
Look it
Grinch.
up.
The Grinch.
Can I?
It started with
Spell it
him
out for
saying,
me.
like, whenever he farts, he says, I just graunched. And, like, it evolved from that.
Wait, spell that out for me.
No, don't do that.
Siri, search the Grinch.
Okay, and, like, he doesn't like telling the story all the time. I find it fucking
Hey,
hilarious,
what's the
even though it's,
Grunch?
like, bad. Okay, so...
Not the Grinch.
Okay, I found it.
Oh, shit.
So you're asking? Okay, he's got it.
Siri, what's the
I was
Grunch?
playing. I
It
wasn't
doesn't
really doing
exist.
that.
I found it.
It doesn't exist, man.
This is
It's
how we
all a
got to
joke.
the two girls, one cup. Like, he
Oh,
can't
like,
stop
find
himself.
The main joke of it is this kid the Grinch goes in the ice cream store, and
Oh,
it's a musical,
it'll
okay.
explain more why he's in there. But like a little kid comes in, he's like, "I want ice cream," and then he like goes and gets like a bowl of ice cream. It's like chocolate has like yellow nuggets in it.
I'm not
How
sure if
the
I like where
Grunch
this is
stole
going.
Hanukkah.
Go ahead, Span.
Just shush. And she's like, he's eating. It's like, it's so juicy. And then he eats the nugget like,
No.
I'm gonna share this for you, Savion, and then show it to him.
Chocolate's my favorite. And then like the machine, to the ice machine opens up, and it's just Lagrange in there with a pump connected to his asshole.
Oh boy, this is.
And like.
Yeah, this.
And like, it's just the kid sees something and goes, oh! Like, how the Grinch ruins your childhood. You'll never eat ice cream again.
It's a good way to go lactose intolerant, or a bad way to go lactose.
Get this squirt.
Don't share it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Anyway, let's get back into.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's.
The Grunge new game comes out 2020.
No, we don't need a Grunge game. That's just shitting a kid's ice cream.
I'm pretty sure they have that on Steam somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's just go back to the entitlement and all that. Like,
yes.
Call of Duty kids, just like, you fucking noob! I'm gonna go tell my mom on you, and I fucked your mom! That's the kid voice. I knew I did something wrong. That was the kid voice.
A little less Cartman that time. Okay, so here's what, just to add to the conversation. So what kind of gets me is like, when you have the kid and then the mom pops in on the microphone and then they kind of try to calm down the group.
You want to know what? No. You know what's even better when the mom comes is like, give me that. Like their keyboards. Like the fuck. There's this video.
Oh, I wonder if it's the one that I'm thinking already. It's like this kid trying to shove a keyboard or a phone.
There's a kid who's playing the Hunger Games in Minecraft, and he kept getting killed over and over to the point where he broke his keyboard. And he started crying.
You can't change it?
It was like a laptop keyboard. Well, it was like a regular keyboard. It was a laptop.
No.
Okay, no, he really can't change it.
And he like kept saying, "Oh no, my mom's gonna No, this is my mom's laptop. You guys, you made me break my mom's computer." He's like,
yeah, okay.
You broke it, you little shit.
Your fault. Don't blame it on them. You're bad at this game.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
Okay, have you ever had like a sister or brother or something like, and then
there's a funny shit.
Like you had your mom kind of step in, like, okay, let them win.
Oh, I do.
I'm the only one in here. I'm the only one here who has an actual little brother that plays Fortnite daily, and I beat him every time.
Okay,
retell a lot of stories.
My cousin, who lives with us, he plays a lot of games on Steam. And one time, he was in Gmod Dark RP, and someone destroyed all of his printers.
Okay.
Did you not hear it? Did you not hear it? No.
What do you?
My cheek fucking hurts, and it's like I can't grab it right now for some reason. It's swollen, but it's like.
Okay, you're grabbing both of your cheeks like with your hands, and then like trying to make the mouth now.
Did you hear it that time?
Yes, I heard it. I'm not sure.
Just to be sure, I can't do it. I can't grab my cheeks anymore.
What do you do?
Do I want to censor this part, Xavier?
You know what? I may do that for this part. I may do it for this part.
Yeah, but which?
Okay, I'm just gonna throw another one at you. So
expecting of us to do that later.
So I got another one for you. So one thing I find myself, I don't really classify myself as a gamer, so I don't really encounter like the kid problem. It was something I had back in the day, but I really usually avoid playing a lot of like games, more like competitive games. Like there's like I know like we play VR here. One game I hate on here, I don't play like it's Murder. I find this a bit like it competitive.
Well, with Murder, it's more like Clue.
Well, yeah, but it's still like I don't know the way you kind of play it. It's kind of more like versus.
I've played Murder on here. I find it fun. It's not competitive really. It's just like find out who the murderer is, and if you're me, just shoot everyone.
That's one of the reasons I don't. I'm usually the one that's getting killed like 90 times.
Just flat out stop everyone as much as you can.
Now here's the thing. I make it.
you make it fun. I mean, that's
Now,
I
the
think
thing is, you've seen my Baldy model that I have. I say solve the math problem, or I'm going to shoot you, and I give them the one that's not solvable.
Just for people listening, there's in this game you can pick like different versions of yourself, and he picks one that looks like this character Baldy, and
Perfect sense.
it doesn't make sense unless you have the context. I think I know it doesn't make sense unless you have the context of the joke. But anyway, moving on. See, what I kind of like about video games is kind of the gameplay aspect of it. Like, actually, right now I feel like in many ways
Everything nowadays is just short.
Yeah. So like, you know, they're high fidelity, high graphics. They look very pretty, but for if you just grab a game off the shelf right now, it's mostly just the same thing. You have a gun, you shoot someone, you call it a day. But like, let's look at like Nintendo. Like, they're not highly graphic games, even like what they're putting out now. They finally got to HD, but they're very fun and engaging. Like one is like Snipper Clips. You play as a 2D character and you just kind of cut yourself into shapes. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think I need like
Nintendo. Like, I have the Switch. I've always loved Nintendo, no matter what. And like
Nintendo was like my childhood growing up.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Nintendo. From frickin' I don't remember his name, but bless his heart, the previous president who had passed away, I forgot his name.
Iwata.
I can look at it right now.
Satoru Iwata, I believe.
Yeah,
Satoru Iwata.
It was because of him for so long that we got games that people like. And he worked his butt off as much as Sakurai works his butt off on Smash to make sure everyone's happy with it.
Yeah.
Like, Nintendo doesn't focus on great graphics. They focus on a fun game that's enjoyable. They don't worry about graphics.
Which is typically what you want from a game. Like, there's was it Red Dead Redemption? They focused on when the weather gets cold, that the testicles of a horse, like, they all shrink. I mean, that's the level of detail.
The newer one that came out as well.
How does that, convert into actual fun gameplay? That part I don't get. Maybe someone finds that fun, but that's kind of like where my big divide is.
We want fun. We want fun.
Exactly.
Like Spider-Man, for example.
Back in the day, you were swinging off buildings and light poles and stuff like that. Yeah, like I think it was like PS2, 3 era, but it was focusing on having fun, and I think that's kind of what made me not be a gamer, because I don't think the market is appealing to me anymore. Which is why I haven't gotten there. I don't think it's simply just like age; it's just like what's coming out. I'm not really interested into, so I don't put my money forward to this. So this is probably the most game, if you want to call this a game, that I play. But it's really more of a conversation with other people that sometimes every now and then I get lucky enough to share with others, like I will be doing this coming Monday. Well, when it comes to looking at all the consoles and out there, like right now, like the Nintendo Switch, I think is probably like, if you're looking for what a game used to be or kind of going back in time.
Well, like the Switch is pretty much, it's the ultimate console. It's portable. It's for TV. It's
portable. There. You can play all the latest games without any
hell, you can play the Doom, the newest Doom on there.
Yeah, Doom on the Nintendo Switch as you walk around. Like it's the ultimate console you can get.
I'm not sure about the ultimate console. I mean, I do think it lacks a few things that I have there. I mean, not to be like PC Master Race, but it does have a level of complexity. I do think that consoles in general, because it is a console, what I get from the Switch is a consistent gameplay. I'm not to worry about stuttering, it glitching out as much. What I again say like I actually like what I get a lot while I'm playing this game is, hey, what game do you play or this? I think like Terra, besides this game, is like the last game I played, but I haven't played like most games that are out there.
Because I talked to you and I asked if you played Overwatch because I was gonna see if you wanted to join.
Yeah, and I think if I looked at my Steam account, like one of the last games I played was Five Nights at Freddy's, which it's a fun game.
I have Undertale on my Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's been a long
Freddy's.
while.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, you're never gonna come out with a movie.
It's been like a long running series, and watching it all end, like, oh my god! Like,
Well, they're coming out with a movie, I think. As far as I know,
Here's the thing, I want to say this.
Canceled
Uncanceled until Warner Brothers showed up and tried to help with it, along with another industry. I don't know what his name was.
Okay,
The
so
ones that make like
Okay, I'm just gonna move on to the next question here. Actually, from Lucky, I wanted to ask you if you had one. So go ahead and go.
Yeah. My topic on my end is that how do we handle the hackers that will always interrupt your end of the experience of the game?
You don't. I'm sorry to say, but unless it's fucking Counter-Strike Global Offensive, where Lord Savior Gaben has actually put in a thing to where if you're in competitive or anything, if you see something suspicious, there's a tool in there that you can go to, review the footage. And if it is, you can send it in, and that person will be banned.
Well, what about if
I guess
I have seen cheaters in TF2 and in Overwatch. In TF2, you don't get really a choice. Like, no offense, I love TF2, but they kind of just gave up on it a little.
TF2 is Team Fortress, just in case you're trying to follow.
New,
I should have gave that update earlier.
But so many people are cheating in Overwatch, it's not even funny.
Blizzard
doesn't know what they're doing.
They're using
no, it's not the glitches. Like, they're just
characters.
people blatantly using aimbot. Streaming them using aimbot.
That pisses me off so much. And even though you're not using it yourself, you get reported for
That's where I was going to get to.
Accusing of using aimbot, even though you did not use it as well.
Let me just.
You see, that's why I don't play anyone but Roadhog, really.
So just to give you an idea, aimbot is
with them.
a program you use that automatically points your gun to a player.
To me, the best tank to play. He doesn't take as much damage as everyone else does.
For me, I play as D.Va because D.Va's shotgun blaster. It
Gross.
doesn't have long reach, but if you go like really up close, you can.
You play D.Va because she's sexy. That's
I play as Roadhog. That way I can hook your ass over to me and shoot out of that mech.
you play
Roadhog.
Roadhog. You play Roadhog because he's sexy. That's why you play Roadhog.
Oh, Roadhog is far from sexy. Jesus. He's Australian, but he should be
the Lord.
Hold on.
Lord
Let me say
himself.
this.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
He may be Australian, but he should be counted for American of his weight.
You know, there's truth to that. There's truth to that.
For the donuts.
Well, Roadhog and that's on his name. It's fucking. What is his name? Mako. It's Mako.
Well, Mako's an American. There's an American company named Mako. They work on cars. In Roadhog, they kind of fits.
Just like Junkrat's name is Jameson.
Jameson.
Well, then, okay, these are my main for Overwatch. D.Va, Junkrat, sometimes McCree. What was the healers? The plus damage healer. Who was he? He's next to Mercy. What was his name?
The green guy, with Lucio. Yeah.
No, with the light and dark orbs.
Zenyatta?
Light and dark orbs.
Myra, I think it is.
Close to Zenyatta. What was her name?
Moira?
Yep.
Moira, yeah. I'm aggressive with Moira. I'm aggressive.
See, when people piss me off in that game, I will go as Bridget, shield bash them, and then just whip them to death. Because, like,
for me, I would
have to get to a point to
push
piss
them off
me
the
off
edge.
to where, if I know people are cheating, I just go to Bridget and just fucking just target them than target anyone that's around them. Because if they have managed to piss
You're
me
on
off
my
and kill me
list,
so many times as
pal.
Roadhog, yeah. Because, like, there are people with aimbot that should not be able to stick on Roadhog as that well. Because, like, yes, Roadhog is fat, but like, the new character Hammond, which sucks ass, he is a bigger target than Roadhog.
I've seen a meme where that one guy like increases sensitivity and then like moves the mouse around while using the chain just to grab someone and die with them.
Now, here's the thing. With
Yeah,
Roadhog, there are a lot
okay.
of things that they add to, like, if I just fucking realized something.
What?
Hmm?
Holy shit, I just realized something. Okay, so when Diva uses her ult, Roadhog can still pull the mech. There's
Yeah.
a cliff somewhere, I could just pull the mech off the cliff. I just realized that.
You still not realize that? Are you serious?
I just realized that. I
Oh,
never
he's a
thought of that.
Go Roadhog main. Roadhog main. Now he's gonna be a beast. Now he's gonna be a beast. We just improved this game. So
Diva's ult basically is a self-destruct, and even if he can chain me on time, he can take me to a cliff and down me there and make the explosion and the ultimate go to waste.
Now, here's the thing, though. Like, I have talked with so many people, and they have agreed with me. Because, like, Junkrat, he used to be hurt by his own concussion mines, and people would rather have that. And everyone agrees that if Diva uses her ult should also kill her.
I mean, yeah, I should, because it's a fucking nuclear explosion. Of course you kill her.
Also, we also talk about how the Riptire, it should not be destroyed so easily. Because it is,
No,
and maybe we
it
have a
shouldn't.
junk, but it's so sturdy enough
It's
to, like,
OP.
be on a... It is OP, but, like...
well, there's
should
also
not be able to be breakable like that. Because, like, it's...
Riptire.
Now, here's the thing. That's the only ult that is breakable. And that's not okay. Like, there's no other ults that's breakable.
well some of the, if you think about it this way, the reason why they have like some of these like unrealistic situations is because you're playing through a game on a network. Back in the day, you wouldn't encounter problems like this, partially because you were all on the same system using split gameplay. So you have, one or two or three or four controllers.
I miss that feature. I mean, Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch still. I mean,
They kind of have
Nintendo
it,
Switch still has that, but
but it's not.
You're playing
for
fucking
most of the
Call of Duty,
games.
no thank you.
But it's
The only place it's in
I mean,
is
look at-
Call of Duty.
yeah, but it's like not there as much or nowhere near where it used to be. And partially because everybody pushes to play online, but
yeah.
it kind of changes up like how you play the game because people aren't screaming and yelling if you're all in the same house, enjoying a game, but online.
Now you're just forced. But now you're just forced to get Mario Party or any game online yourself, a 4-man party and play, and then that's it.
You know what? I'd rather fucking play Mario Party than any online game with my friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Because guess what? It's a game. Even if you get angry at each other in Mario Party, you're still friends. It's kind of funny when one friend gets pissed off enough, though.
But they're right
Especially if it's
there.
Monopoly.
They're right
Especially
there
if it's
to get that.
Monopoly.
No, I don't play Monopoly, but like I would see. This is another reason like Nintendo. They make family friend games that are fun to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Cough, cough, except Bayonetta.
Yeah, like Mario Party is one of them.
You take that back. Bayonetta is
Smash
good.
Brothers is another one that everyone loves to play, pretty much.
Maybe not family.
Pokemon sometimes, because Pokemon
Well, that's
other
not like
fair share.
couch gaming multiplayer.
I mean, some
portable gaming
did.
only.
Look at Pokemon Tournament.
I think
Look
it
at
still counts
Pokemon Tournament.
because like the old school games you can
split
connect.
screen and play
No
with your brother
offense,
or
but
something.
like I have been told that game is bad, mostly because
I mean, it is-
it's just Pokken, it's just Tekken with Pokemon. It's like
Pokken.
no, we don't care for that. It's just the same thing. If we wanted to play it, we just play Tekken.
Yeah, I guess, but at least you're
Because like it just takes it's just a
Pokemon instead of
reskin.
human
That's all it is.
beings.
It's just a reskin.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this one at you. I've been kind of holding on this one for a while. So when you get to like to think about older people too, one thing I think I find as a very common critique for playing or watching YouTubers, this is mainly for you, Spancore, is like, why would you watch someone else play a game? And for me, it kind of reminds me of like, back in the day.
That's
to review the game.
Well, like, some people... Okay, there's so many things. Some people, it just depends on the person, really. Like, they find... Like, they wouldn't want to play the game because, like, it's not their interest, but they would watch someone else play the game because there's funny commentary. It's the commentary that does it.
Yeah, you're connected to the personality.
That's how it goes. It's just, like, depends on it.
Yeah.
Some people can't play the games, and they know they'll never be able to play it, so, like, they watch other people play it so they can see the game and hear people talk about it.
And also, I feel like it builds this hole that's not in the market now, especially without having the split screen. Because back in the day, I remember like me and my brother play Mortal Kombat or something, and I may not be actually playing the second player. I may be watching him trying to beat the game, but that's if you look at like what YouTubers do now with playing video games, it's like an extension or an evolution of that. So. And kind of this weird void that we have without having the split screen. So Let's Plays just become the next best thing to kind of fill that void of entertainment. So that's kind of my appeal to what I think about it.
That's the main reason why I watch React.
You mean like kids react
Because
and like adults
sometimes...
react?
There's so many things, and like horror games. Like I used to hate horror games as a kid. Like I guess the first example is, have you ever heard of the game Clock Tower?
Yes.
Heard of the game called Clock Tower?
From John
My mom,
from John
when I first got a PlayStation 2, my mom had gotten Clock Tower 3 and I had Shadow the Hedgehog. When we wanted to get a new game, we had to beat the first game first. And so I played...
She was trying to train you to be good.
I like that game. I like Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay? I like that game.
It's the only good Sega game. It's the only good Sega game.
Well, Comic Zone's that's a Sega game.
Sonic series.
You mean Sonic games. Sega makes...
Yeah, Sonic games.
Sega's made several games that are good, and I like a lot of Sega's old games. Like my friend Scotty, he showed me Comic Zone, and that's a great beat 'em up game. Like a
most remember Street Fighter back in the day.
Comic Zone, I love Golden Axe a lot, actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a couple of friends.
Like Golden Axe is fun. It's just a hack and slash.
Yeah.
Hello, guess who's here?
Hey, Wolf, how you doing?
It's just like
hello.
Well, this is the time where we wrap things up here. But before we do you mind saying one more thing for me?
I'm Spancore, and you can find me on YouTube.com. You look up Spancore, that's Spancore.
There you go, I'm diddling your ass.
The icon is just a cartoon character with brown hair, blue shirt, brown jacket, and blue streaks going down his face from his eyes. I do gaming stuff and commentary with it. I'm not that... I try my best with it. Give me a chance, please. I'm desperate. I'm not desperate. I want people to enjoy what I do.
Thank you again, Spancore, for joining in. Just wanted to let you guys know you'll hear from Laura next week. So she wasn't here for this week, but I was doing a little something special for us on our anniversary. So we'll be back and we'll give you all the updates then. Sorry for all the audio. I already said this wasn't safe for work. It's a nice little conversation between two content creators, myself, Spancore, and a friend of ours, Lucky, joining in. With a few other random pop-ins that I kind of had to just take out just to keep the quality and pace going. But thank you so much for listening and making it all the way this far. And you already know what I'm going to say. Thank you so much. Take it easy. See ya.